Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Kate and I love all things makeup, beauty, skincare, and fun. Today we are going to be playing with the new-ish, came out a couple weeks ago, Garfield collection from Glamlite. I bought the whole kit and caboodle minus the PR box. I don't have a use for that, but if you're interested in seeing what the collection looks like, what my thoughts are on it, if you're interested in indie makeup, I would love it if you would give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel down below, and without any further ado, let's go. Okay, so as I mentioned in the intro, today we're going to be playing with the new Garfield collection by Glamlite. I have everything up here except for the sleeping mask, which is admittedly in my bedside table. So it did come with a mirror, probably my favorite Glamlite mirror to date. The Scooby-Doo one I also have. I admittedly don't have all of their mirrors, but I also have the Scooby-Doo one, and it's just like much smaller. So I'm grateful for the size on this one. I'm also grateful for a little bit of a longer handle. So I did pick up at the same time as the Garfield collection, I picked up the Nightmare on Elm Street and the Ghostface palettes, but we're not going to be talking about those today. We're just going to move them out of our bag. Okay, so I love Garfield. I grew up with grandparents and parents that enjoyed Garfield, both the cartoons, the books, and the TV specials. I'm not actually a big fan of the live version of Garfield, like when he's not a cartoon and they did it with like computers. But big fan of Garfield, so I knew I had to get the collection. This one, of course, it comes with the bag and the mirror and a sleep mask, but it also comes with two little lip duos, or one little lip duo rather, two different products. So this is the I Do Not Care lip duo. We'll open these. The donut scented lip mask. This is a little bit smaller than the Scooby-Doo ones. The Scooby-Doo are actually like pretty substantial. I didn't get the lip masks that came out with their horror collections. I'm not getting... I guess we can try to put some on. This is what it looks like in the little pot. This is a super faint donut smell, which is like so interesting because I literally just used the Scooby-Doo lip scrub earlier this morning, and that one has a super strong scent. This one is pretty mild in comparison. It also comes with this little lip scrub, and this is a coffee scented lip scrub. Oh, this one's definitely super potent. Yeah, this one is super potent. Awesome. Okay. I will say, in terms of these duos, I enjoy them. I think I like the scrub a little bit better than I like the mask part of it. But I'm always happy to have more of these, especially winter in New England. So happy about that. This collection also comes with a little sponge. So cute. And then on the back it says, "Never trust a smiling cat." So stinking cute. I'm probably not going to use the sponge today. I don't have a sink upstairs, so to wet the sponge I would have to go all the way back downstairs, which I'm not going to be doing. But so this is what the sponge looks like. It's a little bit more firm than some of the other sponges, but I suspect that it's one of those where you get it wet and it's much more squishy. I like the shape of it, and I love that little Garfield's head is imprinted on there. So stinking cute. So came with some lashes. These are the Arlene lashes. So cute. I don't wear false lashes very often, if ever, and admittedly I probably won't put these on today, but they are super cute. They look like a style that if I'm going to wear lashes, I would wear. So here are the big kahunas. I'm arguably like equally excited for both of these. This is the face palette. This is the For the Love of Lasagna face palette. Oh, can we just look at his face? Just look at what I'm used to use. Just munching away. So cute. Packaging is so good. Like just perfect on this, I feel. Less perfect is being able to get it out of the box. I never want to rip the packaging on Glamlite stuff because it's so cute, but getting it out of their packaging is always a giant to do. And I always end up inevitably ripping the packaging, even though it's so stinking cute. I hope that on this one, the actual packaging is the same. Oh, it's not. Okay, but the front is exactly the same, I think. No, this one has Odie on the front, whereas the front packaging does not. What I was kind of hoping for was this grumpy picture of Garfield on the back, but instead it's Garfield taking a nap, which is also cute, but nonetheless. And then this is what the trio looks like. So stinking cute. So stinking cute. These are, I suspect, going to be pretty like bright and punchy. So I'm going to have to remember to go in with a light hand. And then I don't know if you guys can see right here, but it says, "I never met a lasagna I didn't like." So cute. Like packaging, 10 out of 10. I cannot wait to play with that. And then finally, we have the Garfield palette, which I think for most of us is kind of the main attraction, but again, I'm like equally as excited for that face palette. So this is what the palette looks like. So stinking cute. Also the back of the box, Pookie is down here, and these two goofballs. And then on the back of this palette, these two are sleeping, and then it has all the little cartoons. So cute. And then this is what the palette looks like. I think it's beautiful. I love warm toned neutrals, and if we're gonna throw in pops of berry, I'm absolutely all about that as well. So I am super excited to play with this. This color, I was a little concerned because I saw different pictures that made it look like this color yellow instead of this color orange, and I was kind of hoping it was this color orange. So I am grateful for that. It has a lot of yellow tone in it, but it's still, in my opinion, leaning more orange. So I'm grateful for that. So that is everything that comes in this Garfield collection. I will say I was a little surprised that they didn't do like a lipstick or gloss or liner, because I feel like they've been on a roll with those lately. But that being said, I think it's probably quite all right. I just think that they might have been able to do like a really neutral leaning lipstick, because the palette is super neutral, but that's okay. Nonetheless, we will persist. And then I didn't get to really show you the makeup bag. So this is the makeup bag. I like that this material is pretty easy to clean, and then on the inside you have space for brushes and such, and then of course you have a ton of trunk space. I admittedly don't have any other makeup bags from Glamlite, so I am just gonna toss that over there. I am actually pretty jazzed to have one of that size. I have some from other like collaborations, but they're pretty small in comparison, so I am excited to have that size. I did already prime my eyes with my P. Louise base in the shade 0.5. So we're gonna start with eyeshadow. Let's see here. I think we're going to first go in with this shade right here called Weekends. If I had to critique this upon first impression, my only gripe thus far is that this shade here, it's beautiful. It's like an orange with yellow gold shimmer, is called Teddy Bear. And in my humble opinion, it should have been called Pookie, because that is the name of Garfield's teddy bear. But we're really grasping at straws here. So I don't think anyone that was like a moderate fan would give two hoots about that, but like my family, we were big fans of Garfield. So I'm like, that was a missed opportunity. I don't know, but like, because they went with the lashes, they put Arlene in there. So I don't understand why Pookie didn't get his time to shine, I guess, is kind of like my little bit of a gripe, but I digress. So to start, we're going to go in with this orange shade here called Weekends, I think. Historically, Glamlite makes one of my favorite formulas. For reference also, I do not set my eyeshadow primer. I go straight in. I personally, in the way that I like to play with makeup, would rather have more pigment that I'm able to then diffuse versus having to like build and build and build. That drives me bonkers. The only exception to that, in terms of like some of my favorite formulas, is Melt, because Melt, it's a drier formula, and sometimes I experience it where my normal technique of going in and then diffusing does not pan out for me. I also find that I have better luck if I kind of stamp it where I want it. I love that shade. That is so pretty. Also, I apologize, I'm breaking out. I don't know what is going on with my face. I think it's probably stress, but nonetheless very irritating. I'm trying to decide. There's a little bit of kick up in the pan. Nothing outrageous though. It's not, for reference, it's not something that bothers me. If there's a lot of kick up in the pan, what might bother me more is if there's a ton of fallout on the face, which thus far we have not experienced. And personally, I would rather have kick up in the pan than have it be super hard pressed and have to like gouge the shade to, you know, get where I'm trying to go. So I'm kind of torn on where I want to go from here. I think I might take this shade right here called Perfect Match. It's like a warm, like mustardy brown. Maybe not mustardy, but it's definitely a warm brown, and deepen up the crease a little bit. And then I think I might take Lasagna on the outer V, and then either Abu Dhabi or Teddy Bear on the lid. I think that's where we're gonna go with this. I just need to find a brush. All right, we're just gonna go in with this brush. It's from Ulta Beauty. It is their small shadow brush. And we're gonna go in with Perfect Match. And I just like to, if I'm trying to like deepen the crease, I like to angle my brush down a little bit so that I am a little bit more precise. Because otherwise, I can get a little wild and the color will travel much higher than I'm aiming for it to travel if I'm not aiming it down. Precious cargo, be careful with my heart, oh. Say I'm not sensitive, but I can sense if it's right for me. Don't let your hair get in the way, can't be defined by your mistakes. You know you try really hard, but sometimes. I'm just going to use that same brush and we're going to go into Lasagna, and we're just going to put that on the outer corner of our eye. And I like to pat that on and then blend. Again, I just like to be able to like see where, like, or concentrate it exactly where I want the shadow and then blend out from there. I'm going to go back in with the fluffy brush. I don't think I even told you what this is. This is a Morphe M433. This is super old. Honestly, it probably needs to get thrown away. But I'm just going to blend that red into the orange out here because it's gotten a little muddy, or a little harsh, I should say, not muddy. Sometimes you fall, sometimes you fall, sometimes you fall. I think that's so pretty. I love that. Again, I love warm toned shadows. I like, of course, warm tone neutrals, but I do appreciate that this palette is a little bit more fun. Certainly you could do an all natural, or all neutral rather, look if you wanted to, but I do appreciate that this mixes both of those because I love color. I'm just gonna go in with my Glimmer Grasp by Unearthly Cosmetics and put that on the parts of my eye that I have not yet put shadow. I do this for most shimmers, definitely all glitters. I just find that this allows for them to have the most or the most surefire rate of success in terms of being as punchy as I am looking for them to be. And then I think we're gonna go in, yeah, I think we'll go in with Teddy Bear. These two are like oddly similar. I feel like of course I like both of them, but I just feel like maybe they could have done something different there, but I digress. I'm gonna go in with Teddy Bear. This is an Morphe M167. Wow, it's like super, I'll show you. It's like super creamy. Sometimes I fall. Sometimes you fall. Oh, I love that. That is so pretty. So pretty. I'm gonna just finish up my base off camera and then I will be back. We'll do the lower lash line and we will also play with the face palette when I'm back. I'm back and the bronzer is a little harsh. We're just gonna move past that and we're gonna hop into cheeks. I am so excited. I think I want to go into this red shade here called Lasagna is Life, and to do that I'm just going to use this brush. It's by Alamar Cosmetics. It's from their Encanto collection. It's no longer available. We're going to start off super light-handed because I am moderately concerned. Yeah, that's like the most baby of taps. But I am moderately concerned that I'm gonna go too hard. Oh, wow, it's beautiful. This is super pigmented. So if you have a fair or light skin tone, if you have a like super fair skin tone, you might not love this if you don't like having to be precise and really intentional about your blush application. I think if you have a medium skin tone, even maybe a dark, I don't think deep dark, but maybe like a dark skin tone. I mean, maybe dark. I'm not sure, but I digress. My point is they're very pigmented, so I think that they're going to work for a lot of skin tones. I think that, however, if you are super fair and again, you don't like to have to be really specific with your blush placement and application, you might not like it because that was, I mean, it's beautiful. I love how it looks. I don't love that my bronzer is so prominent, but I do love how the blush looks. I think that that's really stunning. I'm gonna go ahead and set my face real quick and then we'll apply that highlighter. I'm just using my Milk Makeup. This is the Pore Eclipse. So I like the mist that is in the bottle on that. I hate the mister. It literally 9 times out of 10 like leaves dots all over my face, which is so irritating. But the thing is that it is a really good mattifying spray, so I digress. So now we're gonna go back into this palette, and this highlighter is called Say Cheese. I'm moderately concerned that it's going to be a little dark for me. Oh no, it's fine. Totally fine, actually. Oh, I love that. Went a little low with it, but that's fine. I'm gonna just pop a little on the tip of my nose. So pretty. Again, if I hadn't gone so hard with the bronzer, I'd be loving this right now. But even with that, it's a little campy, you know, but we don't hate it. Okay, so to finish off the eyes, we are going to line my waterline with this one by Melt. This is their Slick Waterline Eye Pencil in the shade Rich Brown. I'm just going to take this flat brush here. It's a Morphe M410, and we're gonna just go in with this dark brown shade here called Silly and press that right up against the waterline. And then using that same brush from earlier, just a small shadow from Ulta, we're gonna like lightly tap into the lasagna shade and just like buff that out. Brown. I need to do an inner corner, and I'm torn between this one right here called Nap Attack, and then we also have this one here called Heart of Gold. I think we're gonna go with Heart of Gold. I'm just gonna use my pinky. Whoa. Super intense. I don't know, I don't think the camera's even like grabbing how intense that is. That is so pretty. Also, when I went into Teddy Bear earlier, I was like, whoa, this is super creamy. You could see it used to have this paw print in it. I literally just did my eyes and the paw print's totally gone. It's super, super creamy. Beautiful, but creamy nonetheless. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish my eyes. I'm just gonna use my Dark Star mascara by Pat McGrath, do my lips, and I will be back to give you guys my final thoughts. Okay, so I am back. Our makeup is done, and this is the final look. I love it. I love it. I am very impressed upon first impression with this palette. Again, though, like Glamlite makes one of my favorite formulas. They're one of those brands that came out of the gate with really nice formulas, and they've only gotten better. And so consequently, I'm not like shocked that I really enjoy this. The palette itself, again, like my literal only critiques is I wish this shade was Pookie and not Teddy Bear. And then I wish that Abu Dhabi and Teddy Bear were a little bit different as far as their colors. But other than that, I'm really happy with this. I really do think you can do some like warm, colorful looks. They do have this like kind of dusty periwinkle here called World's Cutest Kitty. And then this shade here called Catitude is like a lavendery color with a lot of gold shimmer. So I do think that there are in terms of colors, there's some range here in terms of being able to create different eye looks. I don't think it's a one-trick pony. I feel like Glamlite does have a fairly decent price point. In terms of if you try to go and grab like a like CoverGirl earlier in 2023 came out with these like 5 shade palettes, and they were super neutral and got terrible reviews, and those were like $15, and I'm pretty confident this is like $25. So I feel like no, Glamlite's not drugstore prices, but in terms of indie makeup and quality makeup, I feel like the price point is in that mid-tier range, and they have sales all the time. I actually got this when they had, it was right before Christmas, they had 40% off site-wide, so I got this for much less than $25. So honestly, Glamlite is like one of those go-to brands for me in terms of affordability. I also love this little palette. I honestly think that the red is going to be one of those colors that I grab towards a lot in the winter, because I just feel like it gives a very like, I don't know, like berry, I'm cold look to the cheeks. And then this orange I will be excited to play with later on. I do like the highlighter. I was a little nervous that it was going to be too deep on me, but that has not reigned true. It definitely has gold sparkle, which I'm coming around to. I have a cooler undertone, so sometimes warm tones in terms of like base products don't look the best on me. I love an orange blush, and it doesn't always look the best on me. I love a gold highlight, and it doesn't always look the best on me. That being said, though, this is not too, it's not giving what was it, Gold Digger by like Fenty Beauty. It's certainly not that. I think it's pretty, it has less of a base and more of that like shimmer. So I am very happy with everything. The lip duo, again, like, are they my absolute favorite in terms of like skin and lip care? No. But do I love them nonetheless? Yes. Are, like, they're not bad by any stretch of the imagination. I've tried one of these types of products from Kaleidos, and I like Glamlites better than Kaleidos. Kaleidos, it borderline like does nothing for my lips in terms of like an overnight sleep mask. So I definitely do enjoy the lip mask. The lip scrubs, they make my favorite lip scrub. So I'm delighted to have those. And then the mirror, I don't use those types of mirrors super frequently, but I'm happy to have it in my collection. The makeup bag, happy to have that in my collection. Again, I'm not somebody that like travels a ton, so I don't know that I'll get like constant use out of it, but also I don't have a bag like that, so I'm happy to have a bag that like fits all of my makeup and skincare if I were to be going somewhere. And then the sleeping mask is super cute. It has a pretty long string on the back, so it doesn't sit super tight on the face. If you're somebody that doesn't like that sensation, I think you might appreciate that mask. But yeah, that was everything for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I would love it so much if you would subscribe to my channel down below. As always, please stay happy, stay healthy, and stay blessed, and I will see you on the next video. Bye!